Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we got something very exciting, and as by the title you can suggest and kind of get to, it's the MacBook Neo. We got it. I have seen all the adverts every day. I watch Twitch a lot, so that advert is playing in my head all the time, the song, and I saw it in store twice and I just had to pick it up. Basically, this is such a good price point for what it is, and to get it to be able to travel with is my main goal, because when I'm on flights I don't really bring my laptop because it's super expensive. Like the last laptop I have, I tried and tested MacBook that has a dent in it here because of how much I use it. A lot of my work is on there. The things that I do is on there too. So if I lost that, that's my lifeline to making good content. I'm going to Chella in 2 weeks, and I thought if I get this, then I won't have to worry about backing up my phone so much, because I'll have a hard drive and then I can just like airdrop all the files across, and then my phone will be a lot more freer, needs more content, needs more fun things. So another great reason to do this. So that being said, let's unbox this. Okay guys, it's been a week of using the MacBook Neo. I have some thoughts on it. So if you're thinking about getting into MacBooks, or you want to try and you haven't, this is a great place to start your journey with like getting a MacBook essentially. This one is very light. It's very easy to travel around with. The interface is quite nice. It comes in 4 different colors, which I obviously went for the citrus color, which I like this kind of yellowy, kind of green type color. So I'm gonna go through some pros and cons, basic for you, no intense technology talk or anything like that. If you are looking for something on the cheaper side and you don't have the budget for a higher end MacBook, but you kind of want some of the features of it, and you don't want to do heavy editing, heavy gaming or anything like that, like a very more casual laptop experience but still having the Mac premium feel and quality for it, this is a great one because it is so cost effective. This is one of the cheapest I've ever seen a Mac ever go for. In all my years since like 2009, this is quite a real good upgrade from what they had back then, and those were over $1,000. So this is quite nice. Another great feature about this is it will last you all day. It has 16 hours worth of battery on here, so you can be using it for travel, school, anything of the sort, anything light work. I think this has been great for. When I was downloading the Final Fantasy 14 game, the battery looked low, but it lasted so long at being at a low capacity for, so it does definitely have a lot of capabilities in here for energy saving and utilization of the battery. It runs Apple's A18 Pro chip, which means it can do a lot of light tasks that you might need. You can watch Netflix, you can do light editing on here, all the things you need for on the go. It's powerful enough to do all of that and also give you some great performance as well. You can have a good few tabs open doing things. I even played Final Fantasy 14 in low graphics on here, so when you're traveling, like I will be traveling and using this for, and you're missing out on events and games or something, and you just want to log in and just, you know, get a few little daily things done, you can do that with this because it still has a great performance in there. If you are a person who doesn't like a noisy laptop that they're about to take off and take flight to your next destination, this is a super quiet laptop. There is no fan inside, which also has its downsides usually, but it also is very silent, so it's sweet and silent. It is with the metal body. It is very lightweight. Like literally, I think this is the lightest laptop I have now compared to my MacBook Air. So it is super light. You're getting basically the premium quality and feel of a MacBook Pro in a budget laptop. Alright, so let's go to some cons. Basically, you're limited to what you can do on here. So if you're going to be doing movie-esque videos, you're not going to be able to do it. It can do 4K. I've seen some demos of it doing 4K, and I've even run some small little tasks in 4K on here as well, which I thought worked quite well for what I needed. So it's basically for social media-esque videos, YouTube videos, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all that kind of stuff, this is great for. Nothing on the scale of a short movie or anything like that. You definitely need to beef up to like an M5 chip or something like that just to get the premium quality of editing and the less frustrations of dithering and all that kind of stuff when you have more layers and stuff for your editing. So with this, you get two versions. You get one that's $599 and one that's $699. So basically you get a upgrade to the hard drive on here, which, to be honest, you can't really change a lot of stuff once you get it. So I thought, why not just go with the bigger hard drive on there. Base model may not have the Touch ID as well, so I have the little touch button. Unlocks the Mac itself without having to put the password in. There is fewer ports than the other models. You've got two USB-C ports here, and you've got, I think it's one little headphone jack. I was hoping this would have been an SD card slot, but sadly it's not. So you're going to need dongles, and you're going to need like extra little things if you want to add a lot more into it. But usually two slots should be fine. One to charge and one for a dongle to lead out if you're using USB-A, I believe it is, kind of connections. So I'll need that for my SD card. But usually most hard drives now are USB-C, so that's great. So you just plug it all in. You're good to go. Overall, this is meant to pull you into the Apple ecosystem. This is to get those people who are more conscious about money and also wanted a budget kind of laptop that has all the same great stuff, but not as beefy and powerful as they would normally get, because maybe they don't need all that stuff. And this has just got the A to B type of stuff that they need. My final verdict on this, I really enjoyed using this. I think this is great for what I need it for. I will be traveling to Coachella with this, and I think this is a great way to edit on the go. So I can edit on the plane journey there, which is about, what, 11 hours, maybe 10 hours flight there and back. Okay guys, I'm going to show you, since someone flagged in the chat before, oh, it's in the other USB port. Look, see, it even tells you on the screen like which is the faster USB port to put in. There's custom settings. So I want this to be a vertical format, and this is the Super Mario short I want to edit. Edited this. I'm going to be showing you what I ended up getting from the Super Mario movie. So I've actually added some effects on here. I regraded the video. I added some audio differences. I've added some transitions and cut it down, sped it up. See, like these parts here where I'm unboxing. And this is just a minute clip, and this edited so fast for me. I've done this within 5 minutes. I think it just performed really well. Basically, it's going to struggle with more high intense formats of files. So if you're going to be doing like 4K stuff, it's going to be a little bit more of a slog. It does take a little moment to start up because I haven't played it in a minute. Same kind of load up times, to be honest. Okay, there's 6 people ahead of us. And it's a congested server today, so. Of course, the places you go to where there's a lot of people around, it is going to lag. As you can see, no real lag yet. Alright, let's go somewhere like Libza, where there's a lot of people around. But look, there's no lag so far. It's doing quite well. I think if you have an external hard drive for your harder hitter stuff, like I do right here, I have this Toshiba one that is C, so it's kind of slower here. But not bad. There's a lot of people doing things, but it's not a bad lag yet. So that's it, guys. I think it works great for low-level gaming. I mean, if you turn the graphics down low, it works quite well. I think this system is quite great for all of this, and yeah. That's me actually using the system. I really like this. I think go check it out as well. Go to your local Mac Apple store and see what it's all about and fall in love with it like I did. But that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one real soon. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry. I think the video just ended that you were just watching, but don't worry. You can leave a comment down below, tell me what you thought about the video, what was your favorite part, or any suggestions you might have. But also, while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button so you can help grow the channel some more. Wait, you want more videos? Okay, well, you can subscribe right here and get any of those fun updates or any new notifications of giveaways, videos, or anything else straight to your inbox first. Or you can click right here to get one of my hand-picked videos just for you, and you can go binge it if you want. So thank you, and have an awesome day wherever you may be. Bye-bye.